Boy, do I remember the time when I was a poor slug who got the attractive girl and everything was all right with the world. Yeah, that doesn't happen. What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Importance movie review of Long Shot, the newest film from director Jonathan Levine, stars Charlize Theron, Seth Rogen, Bob Odenkirk, O'Shea Jackson, and Diane Raphael. So I got a chance to see this really early. They're obviously trying to promote this movie, trying to get it a wide audience, to make a lot of money. It's coming out a week after Avengers. And so they're just doing everything they can to get that press, and which makes sense because this is a movie that hinges on the idea that if the public will love it because it has a very strong political view, will these characters, work well together? It's just a movie that needs to be seen, needs to get the word of mouth so that when it opens, it can make a lot of money, which is fine. I have no problem with that. I've seen many movies months in advance. And so we got a story of two characters played by Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen. Charlize Theron is the Secretary of State for President, who's played by Bob Odenkirk. Bob Odenkirk has decided he is going to go only one term and become an actor, which is really funny because he's a TV actor to begin with. He wants to become in the movies and so on and so forth. But it's really odd. It's just like no president would ever do this, but this is a movie, so you kind of just forgive it for what it's worth. So he endorses Charlize Theron's character, and she is excited. She's ready for this, but she has some issues. She has problems, trying to get her image in check. So she is looking for a copywriter, someone who punch up her stories, her articles, when she talks to the press or talks at functions, so on and so forth. And a not really a love interest, but a character that she knew from her high school is played by Seth Rogen. He is a writer for this, very go-getting newspaper that is online, and he is very in his beliefs. He really believes what he's doing is to prove a better society. He is very liberal in his telling of what he thinks of the president, what he thinks of the current state of affairs. And there's a very Alex Jones type character in this movie who owns a conglomerate. He's a big, Fox News style company, and he buys the company that Seth Rogen is working for, and Seth Rogen quits. Well, one night him and his friend, who's played by O'Shea Jackson, they go to a concert. He sees Charlize Theron's character. They meet up. They haven't seen each other for a while, and she likes what he writes, so she hires him as her punch up, writer, someone who's going to give her some energetic ways to talk and just give her some pizzazz and so on and so forth. And so there's that story of the two kind of bonding over her trying to become president. And as movies go like this, it's a romantic love story that has been seen a billion times over. But the real question is, does it work? Yes and no. Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen are actually very, very well put together. They work well on screen. They have a lot of great chemistry. They have a lot of fun with their roles. This is like one of the funner roles I've ever seen Charlize Theron do because she's given a lot more freedom to express her comedic, talent because she really hasn't done a lot of like broad comedy and it shows, but here she's just given that looseness to be kind of fun and aloof and also be serious when she's trying to become president. And Seth Rogen is playing another Seth Rogen character. He's kind of like his character in Knocked Up, where even though he has his own views and political idealings, he is just a schlub. He doesn't really have much way in life. He is well known for his writing, but he's that type of character. He smokes weed, he drinks, he gets high, all that good stuff. And, he's a typical Seth Rogen funny character, and it really shows because it's also produced by Nicholas Stoller. And so when they start getting that romantic relationship, it shouldn't work. But like Knocked Up, it kind of does. It's kind of fun to watch these two characters work together well, and they do a nice job. And you know how this is going to play out. You know the beats to this type of movie. You know that it's going to go from A to a situation to the eventual breakdown to the eventual resolution, and that's all you. I guess that's all you really want. I want more. I don't think this movie works on the level of writing and level of punchiness. It feels like just another story that I've seen a billion times over. I think like the Bob Odenkirk character is kind of wasted. I think O'Shea Jackson's fine, but he's just like way too over the top, way too zealous, and it's just. I think the only thing you can worry about is the two main leads, and everybody else is just kind of in the background. I mean, you have the character who's played by Diane Raphael, and she's that one that's kind of like, oh, why are you with this guy? You shouldn't be with this guy. You should be with the Canadian minister or whatever, Canadian president. And she's that type of stuck up, everything's got to work this way. You can't never be with Seth Rogen, so on and so forth. And it's such nonsensical BS, and it's very atypical, very stereotype of these types of movies. If you've ever seen She's Not That Into You or whatever it's called, it's the same type of thing that Kristen Ritter's playing. It's boring and tiresome. And this movie, from being a film by Jonathan Levine, who's known for doing The Whackness and Warm Bodies and 50-50, which were much better films, I just think this is a miss. But it has its moments. It has funny moments. People were laughing. So sometimes that's all you need in a movie like this. But to me personally, I think it's a miss. But it has great acting from Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron. And there's some funny moments with them. And, but you get the beats that you're expecting. So there you go. But yeah, that's pretty much it on Long Shot. Like I said, I recommend it if you like these types of movies. But just know it's the same type of movie over and over. So comment below. Let me know what you think when you see this movie. If you're going to see this movie, what do you think of the trailer? All that good stuff. I'd be interested to know. But otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for checking out Movie Emporium. I really appreciate it. If you want to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button and the bell at the top. Find out what's coming next for Movie Emporium. Also, check out these 2 videos. They're amazing. I think they're awesome. I think you'll enjoy them too. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.